go back down to the start line for the top category of the U9 Quad Sculls. The Division 1 event is not far away. In fact, time for 10:32, so we are right on a start time now. U9 Division 1, that's Ford. St Peters are racing in lane 2, Stewart Home lane 3, Brisbane Girls Grammar School in 4, Brisbane State High School in 5, well, Hallows lane 6 will be the crew to beat, St Hilda's in 7, Somerville House in 8, Lewis Hill in 9, and St Margaret's in lane 10 will be on the spectator side of the course. And of course they are underway right on schedule. What a line across the course as these 9 U9 Quad Sculls, the top division for each of these schools, are on their way down the 1,000-metre course here at the Queensland State Rowing Centre at Lake Warralong. Somerville House have probably got the best of the start just there. The crew on lane 9 with Lewis Hill alongside them. Lane 8, I should say, Somerville, Lewis Hill in 9. And then we have St Hilda's or Hallows lane 6 have got their boat moving now as they are about to go through the first 250. I reckon the race favourites have just about got their bow in front. The Hallows crew, they're in lane 6. Evie Kendall, Isabel Patterson, Alice McMenamin, Sophia Preston, Eve Smurton, the Cox. They are coached by Amelia Connolly. They won this race last week by around about 5.5 seconds it was over Brisbane State High School and Brisbane Girls Grammar School. So certainly All Hallows the crew to beat and are already pushing themselves through into a very, very strong position here in the centre of the course. Competition at this stage looks to be coming from the Brisbane State High School alongside All Hallows. They were second last week, State High. Chloe Robertson, Mia Aparicio, Angelica Kamalatlova, Maggie Stafford and Scarlett Hanson, coached by Tom Herborn, who is the director of rowing at Brisbane State High School, both the boys and the girls programs. He's taken on for the last couple of seasons. It's great to see improving results from Brisbane State High School. Brisbane Girls Grammar School there as well. They're in a good race for third with St Hilda's and Somerville House, but All Hallows just certainly looking to extend out their lead now as they head up. In fact, they've gone, I think, past the halfway mark, and it's All Hallows by about 3/4 of a length now over the crew from Brisbane State High School.
Just another cracking race, Richard. Again, really tight racing in the top end of the pack, but these two All Hallows boats, the U9 first and U9 seconds, have really showed their class, I guess, at the top end of the field. As we said before, that margin in the second quad, very unusual to see that sort of margin for a win in the U9 first or seconds. And again, we're seeing that margin with about a boat length over the remainder of the field here in the U9 first quad. But what a race for second and third at the moment between Somerville House and St Hilda's. Brisbane State High School and Brisbane Girls Grammar on the far side, probably sitting in the second and third spots. St Hilda's and Somerville just slipping back potentially as they come through the 250 to go. Brisbane State High, I do seem to remember, was it last year they were quite competitive in this boat as well?
Yep, they were.
Putting more pressure on the All Hallows boat, and they've just got enough overlap to probably give the All Hallows crew something to worry about as they come down through about 100 metres left to go. But All Hallows still, I'd say it's just under a boat length there, the margin. But Brisbane State High School and Girls Grammar right next to them, fighting it out for the silver medal spot. The Girls Grammar actually starting to build some momentum coming into the line. State High just slipping back now as All Hallows move out to clear water. But I think they're still going to hold on by about half a canvas. It'll be All Hallows by over a length in first. State High with a solid second place over Girls Grammar right next to them. Only half a canvas separated them. And then back in fourth place, St Hilda's again half a canvas over Somerville House in fifth. Sixth then to St Margaret's. Seventh will go to Stewart Home. Eighth, Lewis Hill. And ninth on the far side there, I think, St Peters to conclude our Year 9 events for 2024. But undefeated seasons for both Year 9 first and second crews from All Hallows. And an enormous well done to both of those crews and, of course, their coaches, Amelia Connolly and Phil Morgan.
Valuable maximum points for All Hallows in the aggregate trophy as well, with wins in those two events. You can see in the replays there, they weren't the quickest crew away, but they built into their work over the first couple of 100 metres, got themselves in front about a quarter of the way through the race, and extended well. It was a significant enough margin, not quite the 5.6 seconds from last week, but a win is a win at the head of the riverway, just over a boat length. All Hallows get home, and State High edged out Girls Grammar in the race for second and